It was crazy driving out there today. I went across town and I was going someplace, take care of some stuff. 3 people almost fucking tried to kill me today. If I hadn't been so defensive driving, you know, it would have been lights out a couple of times, you know. This one guy, he literally just turned right into my lane, and I slammed on the brakes and backed off, and came up around the other side, and I rolled up next to him, and I said, "Hey, bro, did you even see me?" And he goes, "What?" And I said, "Never mind." You know.
Johnny, you ever drove in the snow?
Yes. I've driven in the ice. Yeah, when you lived in Portland, Oregon, you get to drive in all kinds of crazy shit.
The same day.
Yeah. Hey, do you remember when the tractor trailers got frozen to the what is that? What is the pass out there?
Yeah.
The border river. What is it? What is that freeway right out there? Is that the 84?
205?
No, the one that runs along the river. Come on, man, you sit there.
I know. A guy I went to school with jumped off the 205 bridge and survived. He fell about it. That's the only thing that came to mind.
Sorry. That sucks, man. Well, anyways, yeah.
It hurt the last one you said, so.
Well, yeah.
I hate driving the snow.
Yeah, so right now the East Coast is going to be going through a severe weather.
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's already getting cold.
Yeah, they're saying it's like a bombastic or some kind of a, you know, it's actually going to have a hurricane rolling up into Massachusetts area in that cove.
Yeah, they're going to get a little bit worse than we are for sure. I think they're looking at like 2-3 feet up there in some places, you know.
Yeah, and storm surge too. You know, with astronomical high tide. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's going to be something.
I was talking to Miranda at Family Farms earlier today, and he was telling me he's got everything set, man. He's got his lights all set up in there, so that when it happens, he just goes out, starts the generator, and everything starts. You know, boom. So he's got it all lined up because he knows he's going to lose power more than likely.
He's prepared, right?
Yeah, he's prepared, which is really good. I like that when people are all over it. And that's one of the most prepared motherfuckers I've ran across so far. He's always on top of shit when things are going down, so it makes me happy.
He always has great stories, too.
Oh boy, yes. I can't wait to hear this story. You know?
Keep adding to the book, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Great story.
Johnny, I swear, I think we should put you as a Weed Nerd reporter.
A Weed Nerd reporter?
I think it would be good to have some videos, have you out there and...
Johnny on the streets?
Well, Johnny on the street talking fucking shit. Today we're going to talk fucking shit with whoever.
I could stroll down the strip and say, "Hey man, you want to talk weed?"
Oh fuck, would that be funny?
WN, Weed Nerd World News.
I'm fucking, you're on to something, buddy. I'm telling you.
Weed Nerd World News. Coming at you live. This is Johnny Five.
We're at dispensary today.
Yeah.
What you got cooking there, Craig, ladies?
Crack.
I rolled the joint and I forgot I rolled it.
I love green crack, by the way.
Yeah, it's
It's never
Snow was
smoked.
there.
Oh, that the picture, yeah, that's a Hindu root beer in the foreground and watermelon gelato and Mac V2 in the background. They look about the same thing. They look similar, but the one in the background's a little more advanced. Maybe a week. They look similar. I want to try that root beer. That root beer's gonna be tasty. I hope. Anyway.
It would be awesome. I need to try it eventually.
The green crack I thought was supposed to be like a mango flavor.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Or whatever, but
It's citrusy. It's citrusy, but more fuel than citrus. And I wouldn't say it's a lemon. It's more. It's hard to pinpoint, but it's definitely a citrus of some kind.
yeah. I was gonna say I suppose since we cracked it from a seed, it's probably something else too.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a few phenols I heard there. Like I went on Seed Finder, and there's an indica version. Like it's indica dominant, and there's a sativa dominant one. I think this one's the sativa dominant, just from the effects. But like I said, it's a phenols. It could be a mix. God knows, it might not even be green crack. That's what they called it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but it tastes good. I like it. Seems to be it. I've never tried it anywhere else, so I don't know. I could be wrong.
Is that a night crawler there, smart poker? You got on the paper? Is that a night crawler?
Yeah, man, that's a hash crawler. I've been taking chunks off of it and making snakes in the grass here. You know, it's slowly dwindling down.
Man, I love that. I like to watch it hanging out there on the paper. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to interrupt.
No, Green 13 was about to say hello.
Green 13.
Cheers, Green 13. Nice to meet you, man.
Yes, brother. Nice to meet you. What's up, boys? Everybody okay?
Yeah.
Except for Eagle, he's got a little gas bomb tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go back and see where this all goes.
Let's throw him a hot dog.
You know, we're just messing with you.
I'm telling you right now, I'd have owned up to it. I would have smiled right in the camera.
Just like that guy you're facing off at the
He's
aisle.
proud of it. He's proud of it.
Tension pressure had to be done. That's what I would have said. Tension pressure.
He's going, can you guys excuse me quick a minute? Everyone came
I have to say, I love this. You know, he's all serious to say something funny and then make him laugh. Kind of funny.
I like the
Yeah.
T-shirt Eagle, the health care one. That's probably the most creative one I've seen
That's great.
ever. And I'm
Yes,
serious. I'm not just blowing smoke. It was very, very cool. I want one. Put it that way.
Get that from Ben Stone.
Ben
It's
Stone.
Yep, people that make that t-shirt there. They make a lot of cannabis related, phrase shirts like that. That's been my favorite for a long time.
Is that the other white one that you have there? You wearing?
No, this one's a medium.
Oh, that's the window one. Okay, I got you. That's the window one. I don't have one of those yet.
Funny. I don't like to talk about like the branding side of cannabis and my branding side of cannabis because I did go through that phase just like a lot of people do. But funny thing that I told him, like, smiling, because he told me like that shirt too out there, and I was like, what's a funny fact is I used to be pretty much a model for that shirt there, or whatever you want to call it. But it was, if you scroll down the Ben Stone IG there, you should find me in a few occasions supporting that shirt, different different poses, whatever. But yeah, that is fun. You will find me supporting that shirt.
Catalog model. What are you pointing into the distance and shit?
Maybe. There might be one or two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Water in the plants.
That was once upon a time
It's
ago.
one of these kind of posing, like he's posing the thing, but really it's just saying.
That was long before I ever thought about actually putting my face on anything else. Yeah, it was about like 5 years ago or something like that.
Green fingers or something.
Leaving the greenhouse. It's too cold. 50 degrees.
Yeah, it's chilly out there.
50 degrees. Fucking hot. Sweating balls out here.
It's 21 over here.
Yeah, it's barely 50. Mods. Kind of fucking warm breeze coming in right now from someone. Fucking feels like warm water.
That's coming in from SoCal's house. You just farted
Yeah,
out.
that's what I was gonna say. Fuck,
Right?
it smells like a bunch of fucker. Whole bunch of fucker.
Hey, crack babies. What is the genetics of green crack? I think I missed that part.
Green Kush. It's
What?
you call it green Kush with a C.
Green kush.
Yeah, and then Snooper renamed it, but I think it's a skunk number 1 from.
It's good shit. Okay.
I just heard it was really good. Just had to try it out and sure enough.
No, it's good. I used to have that. I used to have green crack. I had a white rhino. They just kind of got.
I think they actually changed the name of Green Crack as well. I think it's got another one after that. They called it like
Something else.
something cookies or something. They just took the edge off it because people didn't want to say it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
that's the green Kush there. I think that's what they called it. Instead of green
Is
crack,
it?
green Kush with
Right.
a C, right? Instead of K.
Yeah, I caught you on that one. I think that was maybe before, right?
Yeah, I know.
But did it cross the street? That's what I.
Yeah.
Artificial insemination, that's what it is. Oh man.
Yeah,
That's Green's messing it up.
Leafly was
Just for nostalgia. There's actually a few of them on there.
Is that nostalgia?
Sure, go.
There it is.
2017.
Nice, dude.
Stylish. Stylish.
Looks like the same tent right behind you.
I've been running
Gorski,
them for quite a while.
Yeah.
Gorski in the chat says Green Crack is said to be a cross between 1989 Super Sativa Seed Club, a skunk number 1, and an Afghani landrace, which that makes sense.
Yeah. And I just saw it was called Queen's Kush and also Kush, like you said, CUSA. Yeah.
There's quite a few of them in the breeders. Different sativa, some are indica dominant here.
Yeah.
I've been talking to myself. I've been muted.
Yeah. I heard every word you were saying, man. That was brutal.
don't like cat piss because I don't want to smoke cat piss. They gotta change that name.
But it smells like cat piss. That's the problem. It's not like green crack. Like crap smells away. Like it smells like fucking cat piss. So you can't name it cat piss. Can't be deceiving in that shit. That's rude. That's pretty much. Pretty much.
Close to that skunk, right? When I hear
Yeah.
cat piss, I'm thinking, oh, that's
Cheese too. Like you fucking people don't think it smells like fucking rotten feet. It fucking smells like rotten fucking feet, bro. Like it's not. It's rude.
Sign me a copy. Nice glossy photo with a signature on it, silver pen, please.
Oh, that would be cool.
Green 13 always has some great ideas. We should put it in a glass case, and 50 years from now, do something.
That's crazy. Mr. Tight.
Oh shit! I've watched almost every one of his videos. And that's a lot of videos. He had a lot of videos.
You're an awesome dude.
Yeah.
I think there's one more on this website with me like wearing a wolf mask at Halloween and standing over some balls and shit. And some fun with the cannabis journey. I'm not gonna lie, I've done some fun stuff with this shit.
Yeah. That's the culture, though, you know. Well, it's like, you know, like, we're creating the culture, or like it's been created around us, so it's natural. We'd have a little look, see and try things on, and it's like, okay, maybe not. But I didn't mean maybe not. You mean you should definitely be a body.
No, if you look down that page, I've like 5 doors things.
But that's what makes it stand out. You see, that's the.
It's because we know the guy.
Your humbleness is what you are looking for.
Yeah.
Own it.
Own it.
That's a fun little trip with me here. I gotta be honest, flipping down that page was real fun.
That's actually going in the past. Looking back, experiencing. Certain songs do that.
Oh yeah.
Our radio was out. Unfortunately, I had plugged the battery, changed it, and now I don't know how to get the radio turned back on. And I watched the YouTube video, and it's that would make one. Anyway, I watched the YouTube video, and I did what it said. Still with me. So, I think what I need to do is, if I did it too many times, and it thinks I am actually a bit. So I got to trick it, and I don't know the battery again. But it's so freaking cold out there right now. I'm saying, watch the radio. Okay, I'm stoned. I'll just shut up.
That must be where I would get a hold of a younger person that would be more apt to be able to figure that out.
Well, I hear the Weed Nerd World has a reporter, Johnny Kennedy. Are you going to be in my area?
No, not right away. Are there any storms? Because I might want to do some storm chasing. You know.
Well, if we fart loud enough, I'm sure we can create some kind of fucking storm.
I think they broke wind. Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. It's 420 somewhere. It's 320. We built a Canadian snake in the grass for my buddy Crack Babies tonight. There you go.
Still in the 20, I think it's like a good buffer and I can go up to that song.
There we go.
It's a nice pencil-sized snake you got there. Come on.
understood what Eagle said though, and that made a lot of sense. Like, even for the leaf to become established, it has to take some nutrients from the soil. So if you can like get it when it's early or whatever, before it's fully established, you save it some less return than you get on other sites. Now maybe my scenario, I'm trying to leave it a little more leaves, just because of like the same thing. But I do take more like once daily for a long time, I will say that. And it's strictly because of mold. I would rather, I told people before, if I overstrip a little bit and it kind of shocks the thing or whatever at this point, I would rather lose a little deal on front than to have to trim around mold spores and shit later on. And so it's like ever evolving for me. Now I'm trying to get back to not molesting the leaves as much, get rid of it through excision, you know, and then make up the transmittance infections we talked about. Some of them early leaves, they're not as efficient in the process of lysine or but they
Older leaves on the
That's what I mean. They're not as efficient the early leaves, but they are good at catching some of the transmittance infections. The redder we the red shit kind of comes through. And so some of these studies that I saw kind of helped me go that way. And I've noticed that the plants seem to do really well. Like I'll lollipop the shit out of them. But as far as like totally ripping all them families off, I never do that. But I see a lot of people doing it having success. So it's just kind of like what we do. Because we're all
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, it's not really
Your idea that the leaf is only going to give energy is false. That's not true. And I think that's where the misnomer comes from. Because the leaves are absolutely going to take energy. Anytime that leaf is not photosynthesizing, it's using energy because there's a metabolism that has to happen for cells to stay alive. They have to burn energy to stay alive. So they
When this apply,
synthesizing to get that energy, they are absolutely going through the whatever that acid
yeah, they're using the energy, but wouldn't the supply that it provides overshadow, meaning it's making way more than it's going to use?
to a
Its
certain
contribution is a plus.
to a certain extent, but the other misnomer too was that if red light went through one leaf, it will go through all the fucking leaves. The bottom leaf don't catch red light if it went through. Those are all misnomers. So I would
It's from one leaf to the next. Right?
Well, he's saying
almost every leaf. Every time you go down, it's dropping in power and energy. There's way less.
right.
I think there's a happy medium.
Well, at night, the plants are not photosynthesizing. There's no light hitting on it. They still need energy to stay alive. Those cells are still burning energy to stay alive. And it's the same if there's like, say, a shaded leaf that's not photosynthesizing properly. That leaf's not going to be given back because the first thing those leaves do when the light comes on is they fill up their restore reserves of starch inside that leaf so that it can make it through the night. And once those store-ups in the leaf are filled, that's when it starts exporting out to the plant. That's why when you start losing photosynthesis or that percentage goes down, it just flat doesn't have enough of the juice, so to speak, to hand out to all the other parts.
And I heard about that. It survives the nighttime, right? By storing to try to make it through. And I heard that it's got 5% left when the lights come on. So if you were to extend your light period by just half an hour, that would probably be enough to make it through.
Well, it'll have energy, but it's kind of like our body. So if we say we have stored fat, that's stored energy on our body, right? So now if our metabolism can switch, right? Our metabolism can change if food runs low to start burning some of that energy. And same with the plants. And then once your fat reserves go away, that's when you start burning muscle and your body actually starts disassembling cells for protein. And
Deteriorate. Where senescence comes from the plant? It's somewhat like sacrificing a member to
yes, it is.
Better it just doesn't need it.
The plant realized that it's reached the end of its life cycle and it's just stopped taking up nutrients from the root. It starts
I can reallocate it.
He kind of, my thing would be to Smiley is he does grow a hell of a lot more plants than I do. It has grown a hell of a lot more plants. The most I've ever grown at one time was 8. It's usually 4 to 8 plants I grow, and I've only been doing that, like I said, for 6 years, so it's hard to get. But I've noticed in my setup, if I try to do a heavy strip, it seemed like the plants hurt me real bad, or they just didn't do well. So just from strictly my point, but I see a lot of these big grows where they really strip them down and jam them on tables and shit. And then I sometimes wonder why, and then like how the difference between big grows and little grows is a very vast, on the way that they do shit. And so my question to you, Smiley, is so when you do a heavy strip, are you saying that it would give you better yield or better product or both?
I think it does both. But
Because I'm curious about that, because it's hard to find any kind of science based on a heavy default actually contributing to yield. Now I can see a precision stress maybe to give more, and I'm not arguing with you. You obviously have more experience. I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate to understand and try to see from different sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because me, my information comes from Doc and his information, but I'm super experienced man.
just
Me
on the
growing and
level,
showing
this
my
is the way I see it. Basically, you've built up a root mass throughout the veg to support a plant that's fully capable of being a bush full of leaves. And you've taken a lot of that energy away to defoliate a lot of the need for that engine, basically. So you've allowed now, instead of that engine to fucking push a plant full of bud and leaves, you are now stripped it down and you're just pushing. That engine has nothing left to push but the bud. You know what I mean? You have all the power of that engine focused on the bud size. So larger bud, bigger bud development, bigger denser buds, in my opinion.
Yeah, but the roots, where do the roots get the energy? Roots store it. So if you got no leaves, you get no energy. Where's it come from?
yeah, the roots get their energy, like you say, from the photosynthesis. It all comes from photosynthesis.
Less leaves, less energy. That means the roots don't grow as much. If you, that's what I do is I let it bush right out real bad so that there has to be a root system to support all those leaves. Every leaf has its own strain, basically, and a root system. When you remove all the pruning and all that, they take like a third of the plant off. Well, now it's not the leaf that was taking the energy, it was the growth zone and the tip. That's what takes the energy, but the leaf associated with it, is actually contributing to all the other growth tips. So every leaf there is giving, every growth tip is taking. That's why Doc says take the tip and not the leaf. Leave the leaf because it's not a same, it's not taking energy. I understand your concept, people, but it's the tip, the growth tip. It's going to become a branch, it's going to become a whole other shoot of the plant, but the leaf is just going to get a little bigger, but it's absorbing energy and it's the roots and it's the marginal whole.
People use a lot on tomatoes. That's where that comes from. I've heard that a lot, but it comes from tomatoes. Growing tomatoes, you take the sucker leaves off and you leave the branch. Or you leave the branch and you take the sucker leaf.
Well, I guess one of his arguments over there.
Because you can slow down.
I'm not necessarily going to deliver you the science. I can just tell you what I've done inside myself. And I've noticed an explosion in the areas that I live now, blood plants. It's night and day.
I like to add something.
I can't.
When does the plant stop growing leaves?
Okay, now, let me add something right there. All right, let me add something. When you take the leaf off, the plant wants to survive. So what's it going to do? It's going to shoot hormones to grow a new leaf. Okay? So if you want to have increased hormone production and increased bud size and more exposure to sunlight so you can get thick crystals to protect the foliage of your bud. Leaf stripping is very handy for doing that. I've seen it myself. I went to a hemp farm where we had a crew do nothing but that. Just get the hormones to the best count. It produced better buds, better seeds, better everything.
See,
Here's the
the
rub.
stripping,
Here's the rub.
the word
Here's the rub.
stripping.
Listen, here's the rub. It's not cost effective, unfortunately, to do that. So the science, of course, will lean towards the money. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. And I think I agree with that in the sense that it'll regrow a leaf. Because when does the plant stop growing? I know in bulbing it's still growing.
Watch the smile. Natural.
It's going to regrow leaves where it really needs them. So that's going to cost you a bit of energy because you're regrowing vegetation that you already have.
But this
it's
cost
gonna be
of energy,
replaced.
this cost of energy thing is also an unnecessary conversation because we're giving it so, it's not sitting in the wild in a bit of soil that's already been well used. We're giving it so much energy. Here's all the light you could ever take. We've calculated it so that you're probably getting even more than you should fucking get. And that's all
If we
the
provide
energy
it,
in the
then
world.
it's
So
going to be cost benefits going to be like,
Here's the other side of that thing. It's if you was to, so here's what I see is like you said, someone strip the plant down, then you'll see this explosion and growth and growth of the back. The argument is that your plant's trying to recover, so why take that away that energy in the first place? So instead of growing those leaves back, it could have been building shoots, it could have been repairing whatever you might have done before, it could have been doing other things and growing more bud sites.
The reason we did it was for results. All right,
it was a reaction.
After it starts, you're not going to grow anymore.
we did it stress because on a commercial level to make more money, not to lose money. All right, and we had 1,400 foot by 50 greenhouses that we had a crew that would go through and just do that whole thing. Release everything on paper. That's what we
the
did.
most expensive thing of people, and you've got people doing it, so it must be cost effective because otherwise you just wouldn't throw them out.
They wouldn't do it. Exactly. There's got to be a reason for it, and it would just, that's what's not.
Here's where
on paper yet.
It's easy to hedge my bets against the right it's like these throws on Instagram where you see somebody who has 3 plants in a 2x4 and they're absolutely stripped them down and all their lights hitting the floor. They got a few little spindly leaves sticking up and it's just like, come on, bro. You saw this happening on a scale that's very large. These people are really doing like what Vegas is talking about, and then they're going into their 2x4 tent and just murdering these plants that, like, if your lights hit the floor, a long light is passing through and hitting the floor. And you're paying for that light. You want to catch that off the road as much as you can. Now, I understand the precision strips, but I think what I'm speaking is more towards the little grower like me, you know?
It's a little, it's if you're the little grower, that's the guy that has the time to actually do this, right? I mean, not the commercial guy who's spending the money on what happens to the result, you know? Also, like, enough can be said for the crystal production, how you increase that. LED lamps really help for me. Leaf stripping is really helpful. Also, parts of it. Sorry, Steve,
No, I just wanted to say something that, like I get it. Dr. Roko's really smart, and I do respect a lot of what he says. And I think we maybe are talking about a couple different things. He's talking that full strip swazi. That's what you guys are talking about. I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go full on and swazi attack my plants, but it's more like tactical thought process on, you know, what ones are going to be the most useful and what ones are just kind of taking out the light. If I do not prune mine, I will have huge problems. So, I mean, it is something to discuss because I don't think there's
Situational.
I just wanted to.
I think there's a big difference between responsible pruning and a hardcore schwaz or a hardcore deep hole, you know.
Well, you don't want to kill it. You don't want to kill it.
Yeah.
It's beyond purpose there. It's like, you know, there's
Nothing left to do with the plant.
yeah, it's just lettering.
I know it's a height factor. I can't have that motherfucker for any more. So I strip her right down to the fucking bare side damn near so she won't stretch. She's gonna go instantly into bug reduction. There's a reason, time and reasons for these tools. You know, like we're trying to say, we're fucking implementing these. There's, when I say I'm doing, there's obviously tons of places. I'm not necessarily doing it until week 3 in flower. I'm getting rid of some extra shit, or if fucking I may do it before then. Again, like I talked about earlier, that branch is stretching a little bit. I don't want that branch to fucking keep growing this long. I want to take away some of that fucking energy and shoot break that. You know what I mean? You can't break on that branch. You're a little bit local. So like, go away. It's all techniques. You know what I mean? You shouldn't necessarily be stopping it. This is all open summer basal shit, and you know, like people are all we want. This is what we want in nature. We have to figure it out. Our responses, plant responses to all what actually do. Just like you said earlier, just because there is a white paper yet that fucking supported it, it doesn't mean it doesn't have a positive impact.
Well, most of it
hasn't been written.
Exactly. Most of it hasn't been that way.
Oh no, it's fully covered. There's just no value in writing a white paper. The people who make money out of it already implement it or don't implement it.
They
So,
don't want to air it.
well, no, it's not that.
It's science.
just
It's science. It's the advanced knowledge.
No. Science is ego. Science
Yeah.
is not science.
Paid
So
for.
there's a line here where.
So I just want to say one thing though, like we gotta think of like metabolism too. So if I'm putting it in my head, like thinking about how our metabolism works, right? Like what would you know, like stuff happens to your metabolism if you go on a fast for 3 days, right? So you go 3 days without eating, your metabolism shifts, right? And there's different techniques to a lot of that. Like bodybuilders really put on, I mean, they're eating a shit ton of calories, right? Because they're trying to put on weight and protein. So it really is, I think a lot of it depends on what you're really trying to accomplish. But in my opinion, I think the Swazi technique, if applied appropriately with the strain, I think it's a timing thing. And it's a lot of that where they're shifting. I don't know, it'd be like not eating a big meal before a game or something. You don't want to
Pulling the NOS switch. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's a useful stress that induces an effect that's positive.
Now this is leaf strip. Believe it or not, these have been leaf stripped. They're not overly leaf stripped, but they're nice and trimmed up. And it makes it very easy to do IPM. Right? So
Dude, I don't want to grow like that, but it is so beautiful. I'm like mesmerized by it.
so that's not overdoing it.
No.
We're down with
How
this.
does it bring up
I just want to bring a little levity to this situation. You guys are getting too high over something that really doesn't make a fucking difference. Everybody's shit's different. Where you're growing's different. What you're growing's different. The medium you're growing's different. The pH levels different. Everything's different. Plants are gonna react differently. But what I do know about this plant is you can beat the shit out of this thing, do all kinds of shit to it, and that fucker will slow grow. Okay? That's just what it is.
It makes me wonder, why do we make it things so good for it? I think that, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost too perfect. There's no stress at all. It's got no reason to express anything. You're gonna grow like bland crap. Give it bad temperature, give it some wind, you know, snap a few branches, give it a hard time. I bet you're gonna get much better.
I do want to say that correctly. I don't want to.
King.
Team leader? Is that what you said?
He had to go do stuff with his kids.
So you go to